So can you go through some of the weapons that are attached to the A-10?
Yeah, so the most popular and the most fun to employ is the 30 millimeter. So it's 7-barrel Gatling gun. It's powered by electrical and hydraulics. So it's kind of like a throwback to some, 20th century weapon is what it feels like. It's freaking awesome. Carries 1,174 rounds, and it shoots 70 rounds a second.
70 rounds a second?
Yes.
Holy shit.
You can carry...
What's the math on that? How many rounds?
1174.
1174?
The way I think about it...
70 rounds a second? So what's that, like maybe 10 seconds?
Yeah, you don't necessarily employ it like that. You don't just empty the gun.
Mm-hmm.
You get, they call it like a combat burst. So a couple,
How many comes out in a combat burst?
As long as it takes you to say, die, call me, die. And that's how we trained our students. Like, you set, engage the, there's more that goes into it, but you roll in, acquire the target, line up your symbology. So you have a continuously computed aim point. So it's the computers looking at the winds, your airspeed, your attitude, your altitude, the ground, and it's giving you a computerized sight that's going to tell you where those bullets impact. And then you have something called precision attitude control. So you squeeze the trigger halfway, and the jet will lock in place to just drive a nail through that point on the ground.
Shit.
So it's for like killing tanks or armor, anything like that. You need to increase bullet density, reduce that dispersion. That allows you to do that. So yeah, you roll in, acquire the target, check your parameters, your dive angle, your airspeed, your altitude, things like that. Engage pack one, make any minor adjustments. Die, call me, die. Release the trigger, see impacts, pull off target, look over your shoulder, assess BDA. It's just awesome.
Die, call me, die. That's got to be a second, right?
No, I think it's more like 3 seconds.
Oh, you say it's slow.
Yeah.
So that's like 210 rounds.
Yeah, there'd be a good burst, depending on the target,
Holy shit. What else?
Last thing on the bullets is you have high explosive incendiary rounds, which basically like little hand grenades that explode on impact. So anti-personnel, things like that. And then we also can carry the armor-piercing incendiary, which are the depleted uranium rounds, which can punch holes in armor. So loadout just depending on the potential targets. So it's pretty badass weapon.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, everyone loves the gun. So the first day you shoot the gun, it's like...
I love the sound of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then the smell is probably terrible for you, but the cordite kind of fills the cockpit, and you're just like, yeah.
I'll bet, man.
Yeah.
That brings some memories back.
Definitely. And then what makes the A-10 or has made it so awesome at what it's done is its versatility. So, it's maneuverable, survivable in these types of cast fights. Like, I believe wherever the Army can operate, wherever Apaches can operate, the A-10 can operate. Just like the AC-130. Yeah, we're not going to go in against like triple-digit SAMs, but if the infantry is moving, we can be there. So you have an assortment of weapons to help meet the ground commander's intent. So I talked about the 11 hard points, and you can pretty much carry any conventional weapon that's in the inventory. So we carry AIM-9s for defensive purposes, so air-to-air missiles. Typically depends on where again, but you have some sort of ECM, so like an electronic jamming pod, so you can help try to jam radars. And then you just have an assortment of like 500-pound class bombs. So like early in the GWOT, we dropped a lot of GBU-12s, laser-guided bombs. Then GBU-38s came online, so GPS guided bombs, 500-pound class again. And then on my last deployment, we had GBU 54s, which are laser and GPS guided. So they continuously update with what you're lasing. So they just react faster. As far as like the GBU 38s, you like program the bomb, release it, and then it'll hit that target. Is where GBU 54, you're continuously sending it updates even when the bomb is in flight. And then rockets, Willie Pete's, they call them, white phosphorus, for marking targets. Just get a big white plume, because as a A-10 pilot, you might need to do the forward air controller mission. So you need to get everyone else's eyes on the target area. So you might put down a couple Willie Pete's, and everyone says, yep, contact your smoke. Then you can talk them on from there. And then Maverick missiles are always fun. And now they're carrying small diameter bombs, which have a massive bomb range, and we're basically like just a giant bomb truck for those. Can carry a ton of them. So yeah, like pretty much any conventional weapon in the inventory the A-10 can carry.
Damn.
So you think about a 4-ship of that showing up in a gunfight.
Yeah.
It's like it's a lot of capability.
Yeah.